We're going to talk about dating here on that one on podcasting. In this last year or so, as I've been doing this program, and some of the things that are brought up here, the short king revolution, whelming, you know, swipers fatigue, woke fishing. I could just look through some of the names and some of the things that have been doing on here, and some of the concepts that are brought up here. It's just ridiculous. And I'm just saying, I just get really over the top with all this, but there's now a new phrase called roaching. What a disgusting word to say. The new gross trend to infest the dating world. Let's talk about it real quick. This is from New York Post. So the art of roaching gets its strength from numbers. So this is a new thing. It's a phenomenon of courtship that is so unfortunately common to be unavoidable, much like the infamous cockroach itself. Roaching refers to the act of hiding the fact that you're seeing multiple people from a new romantic partner. While the new companion may realize their partner has other lovers, it only becomes roaching when they realize there, in fact, many other lovers. Exclusive matchmaking CEO Susan Trombetti said, quote, "It's inspired by the ickiness of seeing one of those nasty little bugs. But knowing when you turn the lights on, there are lots of them." God, that's just the wrong thing to think about. You could tell if you're being roached if you feel like the person is not really available or present to you and very private about certain details. And roaching red flags include new partners taking a long time to respond to texts, changing plans at the last minute, and not picking up if you call them out of the blue. Well, keep in mind, ladies, if you're looking for a sugar daddy, that is kind of like the idea where there are obviously guys that are talking to multiple women. And then I guess at the dating end, yeah, you got serial daters that don't stick down to one person. That's a normal thing, but that's just serial dating. But the fact they want to call it roaching, they're just trying to go ahead and just, make it sound bad. And it does sound pretty bad, I must say. Roaching reminds us to prioritize safe sex and to have open and honest conversations with partners around our expectations and preferences. It's from Alana Lauren Greco, Bumble's associate editor of editorial content. She also says, quote, "Some people may not mind how many partners the person you are seeing is sleeping with, but if you do, you should feel empowered to share your boundaries and prioritize your needs." Well, with that said, we also now have a thing where the dating apps are going to try to get away from swiping, because now the new level of dating apps are going to be audio and video. We're just going to make sure you're not catfishing anymore. Now we want to look at you and talk to you. So FaceTiming, basically. Now, they say that with the dating apps, it caused a level of disruption that allowed companies to consider a more integrated future, what would look like away from the mindless scrolling. So Bumble and Match Group are trying to do that right now as we speak. And here's what we got. So Tinder, Match Group's largest dating app, now has Swipe Night, a live interactive dating feature where singles follow a storyline together. During a set period of time, people try to figure out who committed the made-up crime. And at the end of each episode, members work out with another participant through fast chat whether they'll be able to talk about the story, analyze different clues, help solve the mystery together. So kind of an advanced form of speed dating, basically. So they have audio and video, letting people interact in a way that hasn't been done yet with online dating, with the hopes they'll spend more time on the apps, bringing in more money, and form better connections that can draw more people online. Then they also said they want to do things like potentially a Clubhouse-like audio chat or more ways to integrate friends into the experience. City singer analyst Nicholas Jones talked to CNBC, and they said, quote, "While swiping left and right has meaningfully changed how singles connect, we think users want more control over that experience. To maintain a healthy and engaged network, Bumble will need to continue to innovate to provide users the experience they are looking for." And Tinder is talking about the fact that now nearly of users that have a video chat with a match during the pandemic, 40%, they said that nearly of users, 40% plan to use video when the pandemic is over to talk to people about dates. That's the idea. Tinder's now added videos and apps and announced a Discover section that mimics social media feeds. Users can see potential matches who are sharing similar interests with them, like if someone has pets or is into skydiving. Tinder's trying to do what Gen Z users want. Gen Z's using Tinder on their terms. Bios alone don't always tell enough of the story to get a like or a nope. Tinder's focused on the moment when someone was ready to swipe left or right or on another user. And that's the idea of that. So there we go. I don't know if it's any good, if it's any better, but there's just again the hope for dating and finding a good relationship. It's really interesting and weird, all alone when itself. And is it any better than what I had to go through dating, trying to go and find people? I still think real time dating without the apps is probably your better way to go, to find somebody that's like-minded like you that you might meet, and you go to like-minded places instead of going through the mystery of playing a Clue or Murder on the Orient Express through dating apps. I don't know if there's much of an approach to that. I don't know if it's something I would want to do. We'll keep it short here and let you think about roaching as we go and close this when I'm not podcasting. I'll talk to you next time.